Oh, my beautiful viewers, how are you feeling? I am super excited. And today, all this weekend is part of my blessed weekend. I love Easter, one of my favorite holidays. So I am truly blessed to be here with amazing gentlemen that can come and share their wisdom and their brilliance with you. And maybe there is something that they say, or maybe some suggestion. Because remember, we are putting glasses on when somebody is giving you goosebumps. Maybe you will see the glasses and it will spark something inside of you to realize your magnificence, your amazingness. Are you ready? This show is called The Power of Possibilities. Your power of possibilities. Oh, I'm so excited. First of all, I would love to thank my two sponsors, beautiful Jose Escobar from the CLA community and beautiful Chaminda from the CT marketing community. I'm going to play their commercials oh, my guest is in the house. My guest is in the house. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. We're a growing tribe, a community of some of the highest level entrepreneurs all around the world, over 440 plus members. We are in 46 states across the US and over 24 international countries, growing every single day to the tune of one new member per day on average, Monday through Friday, with a retention that's massively high. And why do we retain a lot of our members? Why are we growing so fast? Because we're bringing the best of all entrepreneurs from all different backgrounds under one roof. We're doing some special things here. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to scale your influence, make more money, get more clients, referrals, leads, collaborations, endorsements, you name it, this is the hub for you. Check out connectedleadersacademy.com. We would love to welcome you in. Thank you.
Thank you, my beautiful Jose. My beautiful Chaminda, and Chaminda is here with us with his two amazing clients. Here we go.
Feeling stuck? Like you're wandering through a maze with no exit, struggling to find clients? You're not alone. I've helped countless entrepreneurs find their way out in just 7 days.
I have to say, Chaminda, your team absolutely is amazing, and I could not have made a better choice.
I think you're the greatest blessing I believe I've had in a long time in my life, along with your staff.
They have made the biggest difference in my business.
And I can help you too. When you book a call with me, you will get access to my $997 course for free about how to find clients in just 7 days. It's like a GPS to success. The best part is when you book a call, you will also get a free landing page built for your business. And scan the QR code and book a call. See you inside.
Just do it. You're not going to regret it.
Just do it. Just do it. Hello, my beautiful Chaminda. Hello, my beautiful Chris and Jeremy. Welcome to the Power Hour. And today's show is the power of possibilities. So before I am going to ask Chris and Jeremy to introduce themselves, I want to ask my beautiful Chaminda, this was your amazing commercial. How do you feel seeing your commercial?
I feel really happy, incredibly happy, because these two gentlemen are my clients, and so we managed to find clients through collaborations and networking, and this has helped me a lot. So thank you.
Wow, incredible. And I'm also having the privilege to work with you and your team, and you are truly amazing, and your team. So thank you so much, my beautiful Chaminda. My beautiful
Thank you.
Chris, I do say to all men, beautiful, I had to get my own beauty. So please accept I can only see your beauty. So my beautiful Chris, can you please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
Yeah, I'm Chris Abdey, and I am from St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada.
Beautiful. And my beautiful Jeremy,
Yeah, Jeremy Howell from Jacksonville, Florida.
Chaminda.
Chaminda Tennakoon from City Marketing, living in London. So yeah.
Wow. So, my beautiful viewers, you know I am in South Africa, but currently visiting New Zealand. So, we've got Canada in the house, we've got USA in the house, UK, and New Zealand. How incredible! How incredible. Our show is called The Power of Possibilities. My beautiful Chris, what does what was the title mean for you?
The title means for me possibilities. So, what one can do if one believes one can.
And then, do you have any tips that you can bestow on the viewers out there that maybe don't think that there is any power or any possibilities?
Well, yes, I do. So when your why is high, your cost is low. So I mean, if you have a really good reason for doing something, it's not going to be that hard to do it.
Wow, I've got goosebumps because that is exactly if your why is big enough. And that's my golden nugget. You can do anything, you can do everything. Oh, Chris, you gave me goosebumps. My viewers, do we have your glasses that Chris gave you goosebumps? My beautiful Jeremy, I'm going to ask the same question. What does this title, The Power of Possibilities, means for you? And do you have a few tips for the viewers out there?
Sure. Power of possibilities to me means that if you focus on possibilities, more will come. Right. And that's kind of the little nugget I'll drop on that one. If you can focus on more possibilities and not the impossibilities, you'll find more opportunity.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, Chris, I love your glasses. Oh, my beautiful Jeremy. Do you have a tip or two that you can bestow on the viewers?
I've got lots of them, but I'll just throw one randomly. Your self talk is the most important thing to, if you can restructure what you say to yourself, everything else will align for you.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. My beautiful Shaminda, and the title for you.
Well, power of possibilities. There are so many possibilities if you look for it. So, like Jeremy mentioned, and here today we have two gentlemen who one is focusing on procrastination and the other one focusing on the mindset. So if you get these together, no matter how much possibilities are there, if you don't get these two together, you can't move forward. But if you get these two together and see the possibilities, the way is endless. And yeah, it'll be so many possibilities and things that you can achieve in life.
Wow. I love it. I love it. And can I tell you, it's exactly the reason why I have chosen the power of possibilities. I look at Jeremy's elevator pitch. I looked at Chris's elevator pitch and I thought, wow, power, the mindset power. And then if you can get tools to help you not to put something off for later or tomorrow, because the more you put it off, the more you're going to put it off, and to start with something difficult first and then do the easy ones. I thought, wow, that's the power of possibility. So, my beautiful gentlemen, Chris and Jeremy, you gave me the thought of having this amazing title for our show, because you are truly amazing. So, my beautiful Shaminda, I'm going to hand over to you. You can ask the gentlemen their first question from your side.
Um, Let me start with Jeremy because I've been working with Jeremy for a longer period. So Jeremy has this amazing tribe which is called the Moxie tribe, and it's to do with changing the mindset and changing who you are and achieving what you want to achieve. But I think Jeremy would be the best one to talk about the tribe. So, Jeremy, why not tell the viewers about your amazing tribe?
Sure. First, I'll start with the name. So, Moxie meaning perseverance, right? So, the Moxie Mindset Tribe is exactly that, persevering mindset. And when you have a tribe of people that uh, will have your back and want to collaborate and move together, it's different than just having a networking group or even like a regular mastermind. These are people that are persevering together.
Wow. Well, thank you very much. Amazing. So, going to Chris. So, my first question to you is so, people, I think pretty much everyone procrastinates at some level. It depends on how much you procrastinate, right? So, tell us about how to identify the procrastination and how to overcome. What are your biggest tips? I think that's going to help a lot of people, because I think most of us do that in some sort of level. So tell us.
So the biggest thing is I'll go back to my golden nugget. When your why is high, your cost is low. So you're never avoiding the entire thing. It's always one particular part of the thing. To illustrate that, I can give you a real example of my own. So I don't go to the gym or anything, but I do try to work out a little bit. So I have some weights in the garage, treadmill, exercise bike, that sort of thing. My daughter gets out of school, summer months come up, and I say, okay, you know what? Summer, we're in Canada, it's warm, we don't get warm that often, so I'm going to, stop and I'll get back when the daughter goes back to school. So I do that. We have a great summer. She goes back to school. I go out to do exercise in the garage 5:30 in the morning every morning. And I'm good until about last week of October, first week of November. So, there were even days I didn't even want to get out of bed, which is strange. So I had to look at it and see, okay, why is this going on? So I had to break it down. So getting up at 5:30, not a problem. Doing the exercise, not a problem. Going out to the garage, oh, there was a little bit of that resistance, right? And it's like, okay, why? Oh, it's cold. I don't like being cold. So therefore, that was my resistance. So by simply adding the step of turning on a space heater and going to get a cup of coffee before when I get up in the morning, then that procrastination actually went away. And the benefit is if you do something like that in one area. Now I know it's probably going to sound like fairly obvious. I don't like cold, but I was putting off playing with my daughter in the snow, building a snowman, going on winter walks, all these other things. So by just fixing that one, I was able to also fix all those other incidences too.
Wow.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. You've got glasses. You've got glasses. Thank you, my beautiful Jeremy and Chaminda. So, my beautiful Chris, may I ask, when, or maybe not when, but what was the day that you realized that you want to do something different with your life and help people?
Well, the day I really knew I wanted to help people, I think I was probably between 6 and 8 years old. So I mean, I've always wanted to do something where I've helped people. It's just that I took a very winding road to get there.
Okay. And do you want to elaborate on the winding road?
The winding road was, I've always dealt with people. I've always been involved with people, but I really decided that I was working 80-hour weeks. I was burned out. I was a high functioning alcoholic. And so that wasn't working. So I did all that. And then I was working towards the goal of getting my family back from Nicaragua back up to Canada. So I did that, and I was getting involved in another project, which sort of fell through. And so in that time, I realized, well, I didn't really know my daughter, didn't really know my wife because I've been working 80 hours a week. And so in my search for doing something else, I had a friend of mine that said, "Well, I've been already, coaching through stress, burnout, and addictions for so many years. Why don't I just go get the certifications and hang out my shingle like that?" And so that's what I did.
Shoo, you are giving me goosebumps. Thank you. Thank you, my beautiful Chris. Because sometimes we don't realize what path we are. And then looking back at my journey, putting all the dots together, I'm so thankful I went to difficult things that happened to me so that I am able to help others. How incredible. Now you can serve others with love. I love that. So, my beautiful Jeremy, are you ready to see your commercial?
Sure.
I'm so sorry, Jeremy. You are thinking, what am I talking about? I'm looking at Chris and I say, Jeremy. So please excuse me, gentlemen. I'm so sorry, Jeremy. Chris, are you ready for me to play your commercial?
Yeah, certainly.
Here we go. So, gentlemen, we're gonna move to the side because he is part of the studio. So, are you ready to move to the side? Here we go. One, two, three.
Nation, we picture people in beds, chewing on gum and watching their phones, flipping through social media, or sitting on a couch and watching that latest episode of Netflix. However, procrastination also looks like burnout, overwhelm, boredom, addiction. I know all these things all too well because I've had my own struggle with, procrastination. Procrastination worked for me until it didn't. So, my procrastination manifested as, I didn't take care of myself. So I was procrastinating my self-care, which, culminated in high functioning alcoholism. Well, I got all that behind me. And now I guide people to decode their procrastination, turning delay into decisive action with empathy, humor, and no guilt trips, no judgment. Are you curious how I might be able to help you on your journey to get unstuck and get moving again? Let's connect.
Wow, I love that. I also love that you are able to tell anyone there's no guilt trip. Can you please tell us how do you feel about your commercial? And then my beautiful viewers, please click down below in the show notes. Beautiful Chris, Jeremy, and Chaminda's details is in there, but Chris is also going to tell us how to connect to him. Please, Chris.
Yeah, the easiest way would be through LinkedIn. I'm the only Chris Abdey on LinkedIn, or through my website, www.procrastinationstation.ca.
And then can you please tell us how do you feel that you have made your beautiful commercial?
I feel excited about it. I think it was time for a new one, and I'd been procrastinating making one.
And then you said you guide. Can you tell us how do you guide people?
Well, again, it's all about knowing the reasons behind it, right? Knowing your why. And many people don't tend to look at that. They just, they say, "Oh, I just don't feel unmotivated or I'm lazy." Well, no, you're not lazy. You're maybe uninterested, but you're definitely not broken or anything like that.
I love it. And my beautiful Shaminda, do you have a question for beautiful Jeremy regarding his commercial?
Well, I love the way he did it in like 24 hours because we were pushing him. So I'm excited to watch it again. But yeah, I think it, I'm excited to watch it as well again. Actually,
Okay, so are you ready to watch it again? Here we go.
Most of us, when we think about procrastination, we picture people in beds, chewing on gum and watching their phones, flipping through social media, or sitting on a couch and watching that latest episode of Netflix. However, procrastination also looks like burnout, overwhelm, boredom, addiction. I know all these things all too well because I've had my own struggle with, procrastination. Procrastination worked for me until it didn't. So, my procrastination manifested as, I didn't take care of myself, so I was procrastinating my self-care, which, culminated in high-functioning alcoholism. Well, I got all that behind me, and now I guide people to decode their procrastination, turning delay into decisive action with empathy, humor, and no guilt trips, no judgment. Are you curious how I might be able to help you on your journey to get unstuck and get moving again? Let's connect.
Wow, my beautiful Chris, I love it. I normally say to people, life is like this: 2 steps to the front, and then 1 step back. It depends on you how long you're going to be on your back foot, and that's the stuckness I'm talking about. Before going over to Jeremy, is there something else that you would love to tell us about your program? Or I know that Chaminda is going to ask you about your YouTube channel, but if you have anything before moving to Jeremy.
No, not this time.
Oh, thank you so much. My beautiful Jeremy, now I'm here with you. I'm so sorry I called your name. My grandson said to me the other day, "Oh, me, you're getting old." I said, "Oh no, I will be 60 this year." He said, "Yes, but Omi, remember, I am Zander. I'm not Zayden, because all my grandsons' name starts with a Z, and I called the wrong Zayden, except it should have been Zander." And he said, "You're getting old, Oma." So, my beautiful Jeremy, can you please tell us about mindset? You said you help people with their mindset. And I must just tell you something. I would have never been where I am at where I am now if it was not for me bringing in self-love and mindfulness every day of my life. So can you please tell us a little bit about that, and then how you serving the world? And then I would love to play your commercial.
Awesome. Yeah, so mindset is really anything you set your mind to, right? When somebody wants to do something in life, they look through it through a lens. And a mindset coach should be able to help you put on different lenses to see how that would look. And it's not necessarily somebody like me being the hero. I want to make others a hero. I'm not even the sidekick. I'm more like the butler, right? I'm not here to kind of fight side by side with you. I'm just here to give you the right tools so you can go out in the world and do it yourself. And that's what speaks to people, right? I'm okay with not being the star. I want to make other people the star. And they have it in them. What they're lacking is somebody to show them the right direction, the right mindset, the right lens, so to speak.
I love that. Thank you so much. My beautiful Jeremy, are you ready for your commercial?
Sure, let's do it.
Here we go.
Hey, my name is Jeremy Howell. I'm the owner of Impact Value Business and Lifestyle Coaching. I want to share just a few things about me real quick. I live here in Northeast Florida with my wife and kids. I'm in the Jacksonville area currently, and I'm a John Maxwell certified coach, consultant, and speaker. So I speak around the world. I'm also co-author to the legendary Brian Tracy. Now, if anybody knows Brian Tracy, they understand the significance of that when it comes to business. And in my portion of that book, it's called Too Many Hats for One Head. And what I'm speaking about is the early days of business ownership, where the owner wears all the hats. And what I like to do is to take those hats and put it on the right people.
Wow. Can you please tell us, how do you feel making your commercial?
That's awesome. Yeah.
And I love that you have actually give us some way at the end so that we can connect. But can you please tell also the people how they can connect with you?
So I'm on most social media platforms, but my website is impactvaluebusiness.com. That's probably the best way.
Beautiful. And Chaminda, how do you feel about Jeremy's commercial?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about because you mentioned Jeremy, so he's the one who submitted within like 24 hours when we were pushing, but it's done an amazing job. So yeah, I love it.
Wow, thank you. So, my beautiful Jeremy, you talk about the book that you co-wrote. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean, Brian Tracy he's a giant in the industry, right? So I literally get to stand on the shoulders of giants. You know what I mean? So partnering with like John Maxwell and Brian Tracy is opened up rooms that I never would have been invited to. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Wow, that was incredible when I looked at that and I thought, wow, the power of possibilities, how incredible. And then because I already get the title and then I got your commercial and I thought, wow, that's amazing. So, my beautiful Jeremy, how I know people say it's easy to change your mind. Yes, sometimes it's easy to change your mind, but if you don't do it constantly and do what you said you're going to do, then you're going to go back where you were. So, can you give some guidance on that, please?
Oh, I love that question. So this is actually how I help people the most is because you just said it. You said some people try to change their mind and then they fall back into their old mindset. It's what they've already set in stone. Okay. But the cool thing is you can actually change that mindset, but you have to be consistent. That's the key to success. Persistency and consistency. They sound the same, but they're not. So if you can persistently and consistently go in the direction that you want to go in small percentages, eventually you'll get there. And so what I came up with is something called the 1% rule. So 1% of your day is 14 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay. So I round that up to 15 minutes. So when I work with somebody, I say, listen, all you have to do to get from here to way up here is 15 minutes a day. And we're going to train your subconscious so we reset your mind.
So, Jeremy, here you are. Wow, I love it. I love it. For me, when I heard this, do something different. As one of the gentlemen in South Africa, his tagline is DSD. And we didn't know what it was. And he said, do something different. And I realized if we don't do something different than what you have normally do, you will do what you normally do. And then if you are not consistent on the change that you made, even after 90 days, because I said, if you want to change a habit, you have to do 21 days, but 21 days is too little. 3 months, not. I normally say 90 days. But after a while, after 90 days, there's sometimes that you will be going back. Then you have to kick your butt into gear. And if you really don't want to go back, then continue to do the different thing that you have done. I loved it. So, my beautiful Chaminda, all over to you.
Okay. Question for Jeremy, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, what's one of the biggest transformations? I know you have a lovely tribe. We work with you, so yeah, I have no questions, but I want the viewers to know about some of the transformations that happen in the tribe and how you have helped other people become successful.
Yeah, so the tribe is some place that's safe for us to meet every week, right? And these are coaches, authors, podcasters. I try not to limit it too much, but it's basically high level entrepreneurs that can do business together. Okay, and the transformations that happen. I mean, for one, you get me as your coach, right? So there's going to be some things that I do, like the visual prayer, which we haven't really covered here, but mindset stuff, basically visualizing your outcomes and what you want, but also a place where we can do business. And here's something that I often ask when I go to speak around the world to business owners. I'll ask them, who here is ready to buy? No hands go up. I'll say, okay, who's here ready to sell? everybody puts their hand up. But I'm here to disrupt that space a little bit and say, you buy anyways. Why not be with the people that you want to surround yourself with? And you can't actually come into the tribe trying to sell yourself necessarily, except for through planting seeds, applying the law of sowing and reaping. Don't come in with the pitches or anything like that. Come in actually showing your value, and then the money will follow. That's how business is supposed to go. You bring value to the marketplace, and then the money comes. Today, most people want to come and beat you over the head with their product or service, and then they get buyer's remorse and they won't ever buy from you again. Right. Yeah. Hey, I'll put the glasses on for that. So I'm here to disrupt that space with Moxie Tribe and really get the right people in the room ready to do business together and level up. And many transformations so far, many collaborations, many joint ventures, many partnerships have sprouted from this because we're better together.
Oh, Jeremy, I love it. I love it. I also do the Diamond Beauties group. I always tell them, we are better together. We must lift each other up in good times. And if the other person is sad, lift the person up. Because if we're all flying, we are gonna all change the world. So my beautiful Jeremy, I've got kids coming in, they just woke up. I can't again. I'm gonna play your commercial. Are you ready? Here we go.
Hey, my name is Jeremy Howell. I'm the owner of Impact Value Business and Lifestyle Coaching. I want to share just a few things about me real quick. I live here in Northeast Florida with my wife and kids. I'm in the Jacksonville area currently, and I'm a John Maxwell certified coach, consultant, and speaker. So I speak around the world. I'm also co-author to the legendary Brian Tracy. Now, if anybody knows Brian Tracy, they understand the significance of that when it comes to business. And in my portion of that book, it's called Too Many Hats for One Head. And what I'm speaking about is the early days of business ownership, where the owner wears all the hats. And what I like to do is to take those hats and put it on the right people.
Wow, I love it. Thank you so much, my beautiful Jeremy. So, my beautiful Chris and Jeremy and Chaminda, first of all, I want to say thank you for your service to the world and thank you for making a better place for all of us. So, Chris, are you ready for my next question?
Sure am.
What's your personal strategy you use when you catch yourself procrastination? And I practiced that word before with the show because that was one of my difficult words. So I'm very pleased with myself with the pronunciation.
Right. So what I personally do, it depends on the why I'm procrastinating. Um, One of the things I really like to do is what I call like the garbage sandwich or the turd sandwich. So if I know that there's something that I really don't want to be doing, um, I'll try and put something that energizes me right before it, and then I'll try to put something that energizes me right after it as well, just to see if I can do that successfully. So as an example, if I know I'm doing laundry, well, right before maybe I'm doing 20 minutes of a video game, and then after laundry I'm doing 20 minutes of a video game again, so that I can get the laundry out of my head.
I love that. I love that. Can I give you this, my beautiful Chris? Wow, I love that. And my beautiful viewers, Jeremy, Chris's details is on the notice board as well. So please connect with Chris. And then I would love to go to Chaminda before going to Jeremy. My beautiful Chaminda, in your commercial, you are helping people to get clients. Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Sure. So the biggest thing when it comes to coaches or business entrepreneurs, when they start doing everything because they think, okay, I need to learn everything. And Jeremy is a big coach. He knows how to do marketing, but he doesn't do the marketing himself. he gives it to us, because now he's saving his time and he's focusing on what is best for his clients rather than doing the marketing, right? So that's what we do. What we do is we take over the donkey work, if you like, go into the social media platforms, post content, reach out to people, find the ideal clients, talk about their pain points, bring them into your tribe if you have one, a group if you have one, a funnel if you have one, and then from there we help them, nurture them through the value ladder, to make it easier for them rather than reaching out to cold leads, trying to close them. It becomes so much difficult to close cold leads, but it's so much easier to deal with someone who's interested in you, who has the right pain points, and who you can help. So that's what we do. We help entrepreneurs do that by saving their time.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. So, my beautiful Jeremy, here is your question. How do you stay in a positive mindset when things don't go as planned?
So that's easy. It's all about the story I tell myself. The story you tell yourself is so important. I mentioned that at the beginning, but I don't want it to go. I don't want it to fly by too quick, because ultimately, what you tell yourself, you will do. So if I just tell myself that I am always happy, I have a baseline of happiness, no one can mess that up except for me. Why would I let anything external mess that up?
Incredible.
Wow.
Wow. Ah, my gentlemen, you are giving me goosebumps, goosebumps. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. So, my beautiful Saminda, now you can ask both Chris and Jeremy a question, and then I've got also a question after that.
Okay. For Chris, let me ask you this. So if someone feels like they're procrastinating, what are the biggest three tips that you will give them to come out of that? So at first, what do you recommend they should do? And then from there, they probably, if they're still struggling, they can probably reach out to you and work with you.
Right. So the first thing to do is to give yourself some compassion. Too many times we tend to beat ourselves up, and we're really hard on ourselves, and that really doesn't help anything. Um, and again, just understand that the procrastination is coming from a place of trying to actually protect you. It's not you know not necessarily the best place, but it is not trying to go out and destroy you. And then just really understanding, again, just getting down to the why you're doing it and understanding yourself. Because if you understand yourself, everything else is easy. If you don't, well, then you're really not going to go anywhere except slamming band-aids on something that's going to leak.
Oh, thank you. So it's amazing. Thank you very much, Chris. So I know you have one more for Chris. Actually, you have an amazing YouTube channel, more than 5,000 subscribers. Tell us about what's in there and how the audience can go to your YouTube channel and watch some of the content you have on there.
Sure. Actually, the channel's got some pretty big goals coming up as well. So what you'll find when you go there is I interview people, different business owners, different inspirational stories, and things like that. But the next part that's going to be in there is you're going to see tips and tricks on how to overcome procrastination as well. Um, and in the future, we're going to be doing another section on defeating the witch wound, which is fear of rejection and also the fear of being judged, and that's going to be a really big dedicated section coming up. But I'll leave that to surprise, and that's just at Procrastination Station CA on YouTube.
Wow.
Wow.
And that was one of the questions I wanted to ask Chris is how do you turn fear into fuel for taking bold action? Okay. So, so that's beautiful. So, Minda, sorry I interrupted. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So the question for Jeremy is: I know you have so many things going on in the Moxie tribe as well. So tell us what's coming up next and anything exciting, because I'm part of one of the you know events that you have in September. So you, if that's one of them, you can talk about those, or otherwise, what else is there?
Yeah, so I'm glad you mentioned that because we are going to Paradise in September. So we're going to be in Jamaica for our first mindset reset, and I'm partnering with 9 other speakers. So it's not just the Jeremy show. You actually get some other thought leaders like the great Chaminda here, and he's got some really good stuff, and I know he's going to make an impact on it. But we also have some other folks like a former NFL player that's going to be there, and people like that. So there's going to be high level entrepreneurs and athletes talking about how you can reset your mind. So yeah, more about that to come. And but we also have webinars and other things that we're putting together, in-person events that we're going to map that out as we go along with the tribe.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. So, Sanet.
Thank you. So we've got Natalie says, our narrative story is everything. And then she said, Jeremy, when you were talking, creativity takes courage. So I love it. I love it. So my beautiful Chris, how do you turn fear into fuel for taking bold action? That's your question. And then my beautiful Jeremy, I've got a question for you. What are your go-to mantra or affirmation when you need a mindset reset? So first of all, Chris, your question, how do you turn fear into fuel for taking bold actions?
And I really like this question too because it goes back to, what's your motivation or inspiration? I always try to say, go for what brings the joy rather than the fear, because fear-based actions can never really, stay there. I'll give you an example of going to the gym. Well, why do you want to go to the gym? I want to get fit. Well, why do you want to get fit? I want to look good. Why do you want to look good? I want to get a girlfriend or boyfriend. Why do I want to do that? Well, I don't want to die alone. That doesn't feel very good at the base of it, right? So just flip it around. Okay, so why do you want to get fit? Well, when I'm 90 years old, I want to, be able to lift up my own groceries or go, hiking or whatever, play with my grandkids or great grandkids, as the case may be. So, whenever you're really afraid of something, there's always something that's going to be on the other side of joy for that. And it's actually kind of a mindset thing. So sorry, Jeremy, for hogging that. But, uh, so again, if I'm afraid of being judged, let's say putting myself on a, TV commercial, right? Well, the positive side to that is that I get more exposure. Therefore, I can help more people. Therefore, I can have a greater impact. Whereas if I'm just thinking about, oh, well, I'm going to go out there and, somebody's going to see me stutter or something, then I'm not helping anybody.
So my beautiful Chris, may I give you this? I hope you can hear. I sometimes forget I don't have my microphone here and I have to use this other one. My beautiful Chris, thank you so much for helping others, because sometimes we, especially if your self-love and self-talk is not great, then you can put yourself down on a dumpster and you cannot get off that dumpster. The dumpster is just getting higher and higher and higher. And thank you for sharing all your wisdom, because sometimes there is somebody just need to know that you can, without feeling guilty, change something. And I love your concept. Do something that makes you happy, then do the job you don't want to do, and then just know after you've done it, you actually can do something happy again. I love your sandwich. I love it. I love it. My beautiful Jeremy, your question. What is your go-to mantra or affirmation when you need a mindset reset?
If I had to pick just one, it would be thank you. And it's because when I'm thankful, I can't be upset. I can't be in pain. I can't I can't be all the negative things that maybe I come across that will ruin a mindset. So if I could just say thank you, and me, because I'm a Christian and today is Easter, so I say thank you, Jesus.
Wow,
Thank you.
that's beautiful. I love that. One of my biggest saviors is self love, mindfulness, forgiveness to me, forgive me, and being grateful. So in the evening when I go to bed, I will ask myself, Sanet, did you give your sparkle to in somebody's heart and memory? And I can say yes, because that is part of who I am. So I loved it. I love gratitude. And my beautiful Jeremy, as you also said, it is sometimes difficult if you're in that situation to think, but there is another way to do it. And then they get a lens and then they do it. But then the biggest thing is to be consistent and to do whatever you said. For me, starting off making my bed every morning, because then there's one job I've done already. And every time I pass my bedroom and I know that my bed is made because I am the queen, then I feel like a queen. It's small things that you can do. For myself, I love to play my forever song, Walking on Sunshine, every day. It brings me to my essence. It brings to me to why I'm still here today. So I'm so amazed with all of the two of you, my beautiful ones. And I must just say, Chaminda, you are amazing. Your clients are amazing. Please, can you tell us, do you have a pick me up? If you feel like you are a little bit down and you've got a lot of beautiful employees that you have to motivate, what is your pick me up?
Uh, well, it's actually it's pulling me. We have a broader purpose to what we are doing. Actually, I don't know if some of you guys might know. We serve poor kids in Sri Lanka. We help them with that, and it's not always about making money, getting clients. The bottom line. But when we give back, my team, after starting that community and helping these kids, the whole atmosphere, the culture changed in the company, and everyone has a broader way of looking at things, and that's helped us a lot. So that every time when I am down or anything, I'm like thinking about the kids. I can't stop this. I have to go. I have to add more kids. I have to help more kids. It's not about making money now. It's about helping others, and it's a broader purpose. And yeah, it's amazing. Can't tell enough.
And that's the reason why I love you very much, my beautiful Shaminda. From the
Thank
first
you.
day I met you, I love you. Thank you. So, my beautiful gentlemen, are you ready for the paparazzi?
Yes.
And we do have some extra space for you to give us an explanation on your golden nugget. So I'm going to start with you, my beautiful Shaminda. Please give us your golden nugget.
My golden nugget is giving without expecting back. And the reason why we do that is it changed everything for me once we started focusing on the other person in front of you rather than just ourselves. And everything started coming to me when the focus was on the other person. When the focus was on me, nothing was coming, and I was trying to pull everything, but it didn't work. And now everything is coming without even expecting. So yeah, I love it, and yeah, give without expecting. Thank you.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Yes, I am.
I tried to catch the flash in a screenshot, but I could not. My beautiful Chris, can you share your golden nugget for us, please?
Yeah, I'll go back to, the why is high, the cost is low. And that's on both sides though, right? So the why of maybe why you're avoiding the task or the why you're doing the task. If you know either of those, then you'll be able to do the task.
I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi?
Oh yeah, I was born ready.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, my beautiful Chris. And my beautiful ladies, look at Chris's glasses. We love it. We love it. I do see, let me just quickly put, I see Gail says, for me, self-love is a permission, grace, and forgiveness. And then she is giving glasses, my beautiful gentleman, lots of glasses. And then for you, Chris, she also gave you glasses as well. So my beautiful Jeremy, can you tell us what is your golden nugget?
Yeah, so this golden nugget is an equation. So it's E plus R equals O. And that's event plus response equals outcome. And
Wow.
so it's not what happens, it's how you respond to what happens.
Are you ready for paparazzi?
I'm ready.
I got the flash. I got the flash.
I'll keep going. I'll keep going. I'll keep going.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. I need to introduce you to somebody that also will talk in equations, but I will do that at another stage. My beautiful viewers, did you learn something today? Did you hear something today that trigger your thought? Do you want to connect with these amazing gentlemen? All of them. Please look down in the show notes, connect with them. I've got 2 more to go. Then I've done 600 coffee chats in 3 years and 5 months. 2 to go. 2 to go. I met incredible people all around the world. And all people wants to make their family happy, wants to be happy, and want to make the world a better place. We are incredible humans. We just need to connect with one another. I've got another sunglasses for you, my beautiful Jeremy, and a yes as well. So, my beautiful gentlemen, would you love to have a dance with me?
Sure.
Thank you. My beautiful diamonds and my beautiful viewers, would you love to have a dance with us? They said yes, they said yes. Here we go. Woohoo!